everybody. How are you today?
Oh, I know, I'm a little close.
Hi. Thought we'd get out. Hasn't been a dry spot anywhere today. See there, I just heard it twice. Hasn't been a dry spot anywhere. We're up here on level 2, production 6, out in the rain, Dalton, Georgia. Only spot I could find to keep us dry that the rain wasn't raining in or out or sideways. Kid Outdoors said it best. Another monsoon, another day. And that's what we've had for the last 10 days. According to the weatherman, another 10 days. All depends on where you're at. And today, Dalton, wherever you're at, seems to be a wet day. So everybody, we're here. No idea what's coming. Some of the fun stuff went through earlier. Some poor fella just started up his motorcycle. And there he goes in the rain. Oh, not my idea what to do. Head out to the Crescent City Tavern and then ride home in the rain. Anyhow, we're trackside. If you've not been here before, we are at the Diamond in Dalton, Georgia, in the middle of the Dalton CSX Rail Yard, and depending on which line, Norfolk Southern, Atlanta North District, or CSX, W&A Sub, we're at Junction Point Hare or Middle Dalton. How do I know that? I'll show you. It says so. Sorry there. Not sure what we did, but whoa, that was the wrong button. Anyhow, gondola box number 1, Hare. That would be for Norfolk Southern. And then over there is Middle Dalton at the 99.01. There's the Diamond. And we have some cars on the CSX siding over in front of the Manly Jail Works. So, y'all sit back, get comfortable, relax, and let's see what's next. We're going to be here for an hour. We'll chat a little bit more, but I'll wait for everybody to jump on, and then we'll just kind of catch up what everybody's doing on this rainy day. Let's see, what is it? Today is the 3rd day of August 2025 already. July is gone. Last week we were in the 90s, and today I'm not sure we're out of the 70s. It's almost cold enough to have a jacket on. Water's dripping in on the side of us here. Coming off the upper level. And if you want to find a dry spot, underneath there would be an option. It's the cool thing about Dalton. Just about every other street is an overpass, so you don't have to wait on a train if you don't want to. And over there to the far side where you see the stop sign, there used to be 2 more tracks under there, but to my understanding, they were removed. So, let me go ahead and get finished, and I'll catch up with y'all. Open your heart. shower. As we rock and roll across the diamond. Boom! Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Well, it wasn't a real long one, but it was a fun one, and we had lots of cool stuff on that train. Got you all up here. And yes, the breeze started coming across. I got chilly. Hard to believe on the 3rd day of August, I've got a Real Moments jacket on, but I do because it got chilly. Crazy as that sounds, the water's just a splashing over here. Now let me turn the other scanner up a second. Like I said, it's raining pretty hard, so we got quite a bit of water running off the level up above. But we're trackside. Don't forget, if you've not sent your submissions in, you still have time. It is Sunday, and it is time for Studio Day with Casey and I. So, up till 5:20 Eastern Standard Time. Send your submissions for the weekend. Anything that you've seen, trackside, train side, whatever side. Best graffiti you like, whatever. Artistic shot, something really cool that you set up, or a particular scenario that you managed to catch or design. Favorite locomotive, favorite train, whatever was fun for you this week that you caught trackside. Casey and I go live at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. We go through all your submissions, of which have been so much fun. And then Casey makes a short, does his magic, throws it up for 5 o'clock on Monday so everybody can see the top 8 picks And also everything that you send in, anyone can go look at. Just send them to railmoments.com. I know some of you send them on into our email, which is fine. Casey will pull them from both. He's got that technology advantage over me. If you don't put it in my hand, it's a challenge for Mike. But Casey's still dragging me into the 21st century. Matter of fact, come about the second week of September, I hope to have a huge surprise for you guys. With the rain, it's hard to tell if that was a train or a truck, but it's a truck. And you give you a little idea how hard it's raining. We are just up from the old freight depot. Which is also the visitor center here in downtown Dalton. In the rail yard there is the Crescent City passenger car from the old Southern line. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful area here. If you've not been here to experience the history of this town, it's a must-do. And that right over there has a 200-yard porch on it. One end to the other, 2 disc golf setups in front of it. A beautiful, with furniture, viewing center. Swing yell back trackside. A look between the antenna masts. Going way up there in the air. There's one. And there's 2. Down they come. Over to the CSX and Norfolk Southern bungalows. I think I called them gondolas earlier, but bungalows. I'll get it right. It's still early in the day for me. I haven't got warmed up yet. There's the 99.0 milepost. So, we're going to be live till 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Then I'm going to head on to the studio and catch up with Casey. Good day to be a duck. Got our own little river running here. Give you kind of an overview so you can just kind of enjoy the sounds of the day. If you have the bird cam tuned in, sounds like we got a train on the bird cam. Hello, John. How are you? Good to see you on this Sunday afternoon. tracks train going past the bird cab. that big old flat car. KCS. Followed by another KCS. Here goes the Golden Beaver, John. And locomotive 4779. And here comes all kids' sausages. Beer message on there. All wet as they travel through the rain. Corn products. Crossing over the diamond. Empty rail cars. That's colorful. Looks like fish. What do you think? And those sounds you hear in the background are skateboarders. Here on a rainy day in Georgia. it's your first time with us, please feel free to ask any questions. Somebody on here will have the answer. And today at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, live from the studio with Casey, as we go through submissions of the week. And boy, was last week so cool. And then, after we pick the top 8, Casey makes a short, as we talked earlier. And 1.9 thousand people this week looked at those top 8 on Casey's short. What a cool week was that. And as you know, many times on this line, NS runs them in groups of 3 northbound. So I'm going to let y'all listen to the scanner. We know we have CSX coming southbound on the W&A because we saw him go past the bird cam. And I'm going to take a look and see what we've got for signals. If I walk to the top of this level, I can just see the northbound signals. So y'all sit tight here for a moment. Don't let anybody run through that stop sign. SD44C6M on the end. And you saw John's note. That train was a 1 by 0 by 1. Led, as John noted, an ES 44AC. Now, we have to cut a path in 12 minutes. We know Casey had a southbound past the studio almost 45 minutes ago. NS many times run them in pairs of 3, so we've got 3 northbounds out of the way. This is a CSX yard, so they do control the diamond where CSX and NS cross over each other. So if we are living right, our next train will be Casey's southbounder that he sent us. So let's watch, look, listen, and get ready before we have to roll northbound to the studio for today's live at 5:30. Make sure you guys get all your submissions in. We'll have a fun time from the studio today. And every Sunday is a fun time. Hey, Mama Bear. Hi, Tony. Hi, y'all, kid. How's everybody? We're up here on the second level in your fair town, Mama Bear and kid, trying to stay dry, working out of the back of production 6. Hey, Tony, thank you. As the rain continues. What was it you said, kid? Oh, the monsoon continues, I think is what you said. And we're working off the back tailgate. There are production 6. The rain has shifted around a little bit. It's trying to rain in on us. That's not a good thing. Gonna move you all back an inch or 2. As we tune in on the overpass. Kid, you got a southbound coming at us. Oh, hey, you guys, the pigeons are here. They're gonna hang out on the diamond. Check it out. Our bird-brained friends have arrived. Or our feathered friends. Oh, has it ever? It's been fantastic. Oddly, I have a light jacket on even today. Mama Bear gonna be coming home in the rain. Hey, now we got a redbird. Well, he's jumping in and out there. Yeah, elusive little fella. There he is. Ah, stay put. He doesn't like that motorcycle, that's the problem. Not to mention the oncoming pigeon patrol returning. They're at the 99.0 milepost. Patrolling those tracks, looking for all the grain that came off the grainers. Between the leaking hatches and the grain that's on top, as they hit different points, shakes the rail car, the grain comes off, and then becomes pigeon dinner. As they search, what would this be, lunch or dinner? Hello, Kit. We're just getting ready to wind down here in rainy Dalton, as it's time to head up and see Casey in the studio. It's pretty hard to find a dry spot today, so we ended up on the second level undercover, as it rained big time on our trip down here today. We're just south of Kid and Mama Bear's house, hanging out with the pigeons and hoping we catch our southbound before we have to cut a path. So we are going to start loading production 6, so we're not late to the studio. Hey, you guys, y'all are in luck. John will tell you, as soon as you say you're going to turn that camera off, and end the live, you get horn. And I do believe that is what we have. So let's listen real close to make sure I'm right. Good job, kid. Well, kid, you did a fantastic job. Locomotive number 19, YN2 for CSX, second back on that grain train, rolling through Dalton. And that's what we got to do now. We got to roll on up to the studio. Everybody, have a fantastic afternoon. We'll be back live from the studio with Casey today at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you do not have all of your pictures in or your shorts up to 30 seconds, do so now. You got plenty of time. Don't rush. Don't run. Walk will be fine. Railbowbooks.com. Just drop them in the slot there. Or some of you use the email. Tara said to tell you all hi. She's at work today, but she will watch tonight after she gigs off. So from Casey and I, to all of you, see y'all at the next crossing. Kid, good job. You sent him down here just in time so we can end on a 4-train note. High up in the air, but dry as a, what are we? Dry as a bug inside of a rug. See y'all at the studio. Thanks for being with Casey and I today. And boy, don't you just love it. The third day of August, got a light jacket on. This is my kind of August. Here we go. Northbound in production 6, headed to the studio. Thanks, everybody.